What is up? Welcome to Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet. The Salt Shakers are here tonight to break down everything that happened on this episode of Monday Night Raw.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.
That is right. Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet. And of course, it's Monday night. Y'all know what that means. We're here to talk about Monday Night Raw and break down everything that happens. Santana, were you feeling the tournaments and were you happy with how everything went?
Yeah, I was feeling the tournaments. I thought it was really interesting to see the matchups that they had. Especially with the two triple threats that we had for the night. In regards to the finals, it was no surprise there, but I was hoping for a different outcome, but it didn't turn out that way. But either way, I kind of knew the direction that WWE was going to go with, especially with how tonight ended.
Absolutely. Well, I know a lot of people was probably thinking that this man right here, Cody Rhodes, would be making it to the finals. However, obviously, before we get into that, the show opens up with Cody Rhodes. Of course, being in Jacksonville, Tennessee, Cody Rhodes is no stranger to that city and building a new wrestling promotion, as he mentioned during the pandemic, being All Elite Wrestling. He didn't say the name, but it's pretty obvious. We know who spent their time in Jacksonville for quite the time during the pandemic and gave people, it really did truly give people an outlet, a different outlet from the WWE and from the sports entertainment, and really went back to professional wrestling. Cody Rhodes being a part of that, but that really wasn't his focal point. Obviously, tonight he's moving forward and he has his eyes set on the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, before we get into the first match, there is a few, well, I guess there's not much to say. I think it's absurd that Edge is even in this tournament. Ray's at least been active. I think Austin Theory gets screwed again. But any thoughts? Any people do you feel like that are missing from this tournament?
Um, Omos. Like I feel like, but then again, he's a free agent, so I didn't expect any of the free agents to even be a part of this tournament. Per se, I feel like LA Knight. I thought maybe LA Knight would have probably been in here, but maybe the agenda for LA Knight is Money in the Bank. I think he would have been a great candidate for this title opportunity. Um, that's kind of it's kind of it, to be honest. I mean, maybe Johnny Gargano, but maybe not. I thought maybe there were some potential other people that could have been a part. Maybe outside of Edge, but Edge is a former, world heavyweight champion. So I mean, of course, they gotta have somebody who's a legend inside of here. I mean, he's active. He's been drafted to SmackDown. He might as well be utilized per se. But that's pretty much about it. But it
Yeah, I would have liked to see at least Baron Corbin or Chad Gable. I think Baron Corbin is due his diligence because he was the one that has defeated Roman, So
that is true. But once again, Baron is a free agent, so
yeah,
and maybe he might be on SmackDown from kind of the looks of it if they wanted to go that route with him being a free agent. Because he does have to see Mr. Cameron Grimes is coming Friday, to be exact, as well.
that is true. But of course, then we move on to the first triple threat match of this tournament. Seth, Shinsuke, and Damian Priest. I know Santana was rooting for Damian, but it was pretty obvious, as she stated before, that the semifinals, the first participant for this World Heavyweight Championship is none other than Seth freaking Rollins. Huh. Interesting. Now, Shinsuke takes the pin.
Well, he takes the pin because Cody was Yeah. He was occupied with a beast, to be
Yeah,
exact. That basically took him out of commission for even having an opportunity to be a part of this match in the first place.
yeah. Wait, did that happen here?
Yeah, that happened here. No, no, no,
With
wait, that didn't happen here. That happened
oh,
later on tonight.
okay, I was like, the hell. And then of course we see Imperium taking their shot really at Sammy and Kevin, the current tag team champions. And now that they've been drafted to Raw as a unit with Gunther, there's
Mhm.
no doubt in my mind that mm, there's just gonna be some very high level of competition with this one. But then we get to this match, and I know Santana is very happy about this match because
I
I
am.
didn't think Otis was going to lose personally. But I guess Ali is getting this build with this new character change. I'm not a big fan of it. What do you think about it?
I mean, I don't know. It seems like to me that eventually Maxine is going to be the issue that breaks up the Alpha Academy. Because it seems like she's forgotten about her maximum male models and is trying to recruit a new one in Otis. And do I like it? I mean, Otis is always somewhere with the women, every chance he gets. But I don't know where that leaves Chad. I mean, I think that should leave Chad to be able to go off and do his own thing while Otis focus on being a model because obviously models are not winning in this point. You know, maybe on the runway you are, but here in the ring it's just not working. You're on mute, Nikki.
But of course, Ali does get the victory. But no, I agree because I think it's just time for Chad to just really move on and do something else. He's a really great
Mhm.
competitor that doesn't take anything away from Otis. But I think a lot of people pay more attention to like, oh, like I remember like people were giving Angelo Dawkins shit
Mhm.
for or just putting Montez over more. But
Yeah.
like really and truly, this is the real situation that we have to be very honest about. Otis is
Mhm.
not on the same level as Chad Gable, in my opinion. He's a big guy and he's not a bad wrestler at all. Chad
Yeah.
Gable is just overly astonishing. And I mean that. Like this man is truly a an elite of his craft. So hopefully, Chad can go get his rub off because we need to start mid card first. I don't need
That-
him to jump. Like I need him to win the United States Championship. It's
well,
gonna
he can't do that on if he's on Raw because he's
true,
going to go through Gunther
true.
for that to happen.
And then
And
the Intercontinental Champion is
on Raw, and it's held by Gunther,
oh,
and
and the United States Champion is
it's on
also
SmackDown.
right. Damn,
Yeah.
he gonna have to figure it out. And then we get to the next triple threat match between Cody Rhodes, Finn Balor, and The Miz. I'm not gonna say that I was shocked, but I'm just gonna say that thanks to Brock Lesnar, let's just be honest, he pretty much cost Cody Rhodes this match, this opportunity,
Yeah.
and proclaimed that they will be fighting the same night, the Night of Champions.
Hmm.
So, um, I said this earlier when we were talking. I was like, "There's no way Brock doesn't come out and ruin this." It's so it's written perfectly, and
Right.
sometimes when it's predictable, it's still perfect because the execution is still there. You still have to, no matter what spoilers people put out, no matter what things are said, you still have to see through with the execution.
That's true.
Anything can look good on paper. you know we figured that Brock Lesnar would make his way out here, obviously, after what happened at Backlash.
I mean, after seeing his face too, though,
Yeah. Oh, he
like,
is.
look at Brock's face. Brock is not a happy camper knowing that he has to wake up and Sable has to look at that face. Like, that man is pissed. He's mad. He has a black eye. He has staples, stitches, whatever. And obviously he is definitely not done with Cody Rhodes by no means necessary. By not at all. He's not. But this does allow Cody to not have the opportunity to win that title so that he can go on and actually complete the story that he's supposed to be getting to. But his next stop is having this fight with Brock Lesnar for Night of Champions, which is quite interesting because Night of Champions is supposed to be for the Night of Champions.
Right.
Neither one of them are champions.
Right.
But they're going to Saudi, so Brock is getting that Saudi check. Point blank, period. So,
and Cody is the biggest wrestling attraction, I think, and people don't want to admit it, but in my opinion, Cody is bigger than Roman.
Hey, I'm sorry. Say that again.
Cody, with or without a title, is bigger than Roman at this moment. And it's just that on that.
But nobody wants to talk about that though.
No, nobody wants to talk about it.
Nobody wants to have that conversation.
Nobody wants to talk about it.
Even Tamara. Thank you so much, JAS, for realizing that as well. You know,
y'all call her JAS is crazy. Is that what y'all do on SmackDown?
That's what Jeffrey be calling her.
Girl, that is crazy. I caught on to it, but no, like,
I thought we were talking about Jeffrey.
That's just that on that. People don't understand how much Cody Rhodes has given to wrestling. I'm not even talking about WWE. I mean, training so many people, being a part of the exposure and the development and the foundation of something like AEW. This man is the pinnacle of wrestling right now. Like, and I'm not talking about just WWE because it's not. It's not just about WWE. People have to.
They're not ready to have that conversation yet, though.
Yeah.
If you had said this like months ago, you probably would have got jumped. No lie.
Oh, baby, I would have been.
But now people are seeing it.
I wish I had the video.
What video?
Of the girl fighting all them people. It's normally used like with Nikki. Like,
oh
Nikki, yeah. Come on outside, baby. I knew, but
don't worry, I'll find that video for you.
Cody has been listen, everybody don't get in this day and age. Everybody don't get in this day and age like a rematch with Brock Lesnar, back-to-back pay-per-views. You know, like in the same month, like, I don't know. Brock is a very sought out kind of person, and he works with the ones. No pun intended. And he's already, true enough, he's already worked with Roman. He's already done that. But right now, he has to work with Cody continuously because Cody is the number one. That's true. He's going to finish a story. And it may not be the story that people want right now, but it's going to be the one with Brock. But of course, the World Heavyweight Championship tournament has to continue. Finn Balor is now going to take on Seth Rollins at this point of Monday Night Raw. But before that, we have to get to some women's wrestling. Of course, we are Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet. And let me just say, it was so good to see my girl, Dana Brooke. She's been holding it down on main event, wrestling with all types of the girls in the main roster and also in NXT as well. But she took on Rhea Ripley, the current SmackDown Women's Champion. And I know a lot of people are probably wondering, like, when are they going to do the switcheroo, right? But it was really good to see Rhea competing on Raw. Because, I mean, even holding that title, let's just be honest, she's still the champion over there, you know? So, yeah, they weren't given as much time, but damn, y'all, it's moving.
I mean, she do what she do. I mean, look how long, the push, Dana, the pushing the whole Dana, giving Dana Brooks TV time and things
Yeah.
like that. It's really nice to see her be in a match with someone who is holding the title. Let's just say she does have a win over Becky Lynch. Yeah, that little kid
You
is
did
cool.
see that.
Hell, honestly,
I
like,
think a lot of people saw that. I didn't think saw that.
I got a message for that
I
kid.
think she's done. I think she's done. Are you, like, medically speaking, are you like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, are you done? Are you? I think she's done. I think she's done. I think she's done. I think is she? Do you think she's done?
You dumb kid.
Yeah. Don't be
All
bullying
the
Brooke.
all the children, all the babies for all y'all.
Hello, cool
And
gamer.
y'all wrong for doing Dana like that.
Yeah.
She deserves better.
No, she does. I'm glad y'all see the vision.
I don't. I'm just trolling right now, but I. But no, I've never had no issue with Dana Brooke. Never. Like, I've never had an issue with Dana Brooke. I think she's a great wrestler. I do think she's great. I do think Dana Brooke is a great wrestler. She is someone who can go against, other, top stars in the business. Don't get me wrong. She really can. She's done it before. I think a lot of people forget about that because she's so underutilized a lot in a sense, unless she's like actually needed for something. But I feel like with Dana, I mean, she didn't have that much of an office with Rhea because of course we're going to be planning Rhea out to be the dominant one. So she's
tried.
Beat down. She tried.
She tried.
Really did it. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna have to try. She's gonna have to beat down all of her opponents until whoever her opponent, next opponent is gonna be. Should say she's a veteran too. Like, Dana Brooke has been around for a while, to be honest, a long time. NXT vet, moving up to the main roster vet, working with Charlotte, working with a lot of the girls. Beating them.
I mean, she has
all the 4 horsewomen. Yeah, so like she's been in the feuds with the 4 horsewomen so much.
She recently just beat Becky.
Literally for the 24/7
with the help of Asuka, but she's beat Bailey.
Yeah, she's beaten
Sasha.
Yeah. So like she's there, but a lot of people don't remember that because of course when you're not showcasing her enough for people to actually give a damn, then the only people that's going to give a damn about Dana Brooke is people who actually have followed her career.
Yeah.
Honestly. You know what I'm saying? And she's not that bad in the ring. She's not. She's actually pretty good. So
what do you think? And this is Stephanie, of course, our host here at Women's Wrestling Talk. What do you think will happen with the Raw and SmackDown women's titles now? I think they probably get swapped Friday or something.
They could change the names of them. Honestly, I feel like they should just swap them. They could change the names of them, honestly. And they could have new title designs too, though. That also could play a big part. That's just what I think because
you're thinking big.
You gotta be thinking big, bitch.
You're thinking big, bitch. Crazy. Because
I'm just saying though, like if that was the case, they would have been swapped those titles at least tonight.
Okay.
Like there's no way in hell y'all was not going to swap those titles. If they don't swap them on Friday,
then something going on.
There's something going on.
Yeah. Okay. That's But of course, Rhea gets the win, but great match, even with the time that they were allotted. And then
Mother,
who you can check out in the background here. Really just an amazing person. Natty comes out and lets Rhea know, listen. Awesome. Okay, she looked good as hell.
Her back was getting broken in half, and you're taking your sweet ass time and your red bottom to get to the goddamn ring. Bitch back broke already. Bitch back is broken, and you take 30 years to get to the ring.
You know Natty don't give a damn.
Girl.
She is Canadian royalty. She looks good as fuck. But it's going to be very evident that, Natty's going to be taking some history, giving some history, let me say that, to Rhea Ripley. And she is a former
not a champion. That could be her first opponent.
That definitely is. It's definitely happening.
Like, what I can say though is Rhea has a lot of opponents she can go against on Raw. I'm not gonna even lie.
She does.
She has a lot of opponents that she could really match up with on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
a plethora of women that she can go up against. No lie, we would definitely eat with this match. It's the what her Cloverleaf versus the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
So
And she's no stranger to
no.
being a champion. She's no stranger to big events like this. I
Mhm.
think this is going to allow a lot of people to really understand why Natty's really in her position. I definitely think that Natty is way over than she used to be, but
Yeah,
people really used to try to play a Natty. Like,
of course.
yeah. So I'm excited about this. This was a surprise. I was not seeing this coming at all. And then continuing with the women, we have a great interaction and a welcoming with Zoe Starks.
Mhm.
And I think this is a good showing. I think this is what it's really about. I love the change of the render. Well, not
Yeah,
the render, but the graphic or whatever. That looks
name
cute.
tag thing.
But for some reason she decides to mess with Nikki Cross. And like now I know Nikki may not be in the forefront, but she's also a former champion in her own right.
Mhm.
For a former NX wait, she no,
I don't think she ever won NXT championship.
I don't think she ever did.
I don't think she ever held the NXT title. I don't think she did. I don't recall her.
I don't
I've
think
been trying to get Santana since Hurricane Katrina. What?
what?
I'm sorry.
I don't even know who the hell it is. No, I don't think she is, and that's crazy because she is a Raw Women's Champion. Okay,
Yeah.
I always get confused.
Now she was in that fatal 4-way
Yes,
before that
yeah,
match,
that we went back and rewatched.
but she never
Yeah,
she never won it.
that's crazy. I don't know why Zoe would want to, in her own right, want to do that.
I mean,
Like,
she need to, this is her way of letting the girls know, like, listen, I'm here on Monday Night Raw. I'm here to stay, and I'm gonna knock some of y'all hoes down. Point blank, period. And
yeah,
Nikki, I'm starting with your crazy ass first, so I can get your ass to the mental institution now. So,
uh,
just saying.
I don't like it. I don't know. And then, of course, she has a match with her later on in the evening, but we do get to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn taking on Imperium, and of course, the tag team champions do get the victory. A good showing as well.
Hmm.
Um, Gunther's not going to be a big fan of this, so I hope next week. Yeah. But then we keep it with the women. Of course, we see Xia Li.
Hmm.
We haven't seen her in a really long time. Of course, Chelsea and Sonya are trying to get everyone to sign the petition for them to get a tag team championship now again.
Hmm.
Now, Chelsea and Sonya,
They look really good.
this is the best backstage outfits
Hmm.
for a very, very,
They
very.
are, they are definitely serving. No lie,
They look so damn good together.
they
Like
do.
the hair,
The glasses,
the,
the gloves.
the energy.
Hmm.
We just love it. This is definitely us. I would do the glasses and the gloves just for you.
Yeah, and I'll do the leather with the black jacket just for
Oh
you.
yeah,
Yeah, and then I'll put the little red scar
yeah,
down rhinestone right there.
love it.
We might have to pull this look off in person. No lie, I don't know.
I'm with it.
We got to start looking like a tag,
Yeah, I want. Yeah, yeah.
like for real.
Mm.
Don't
Yeah, the
think we're gonna
style.
pull up like looking like a tag for real, for real.
Yeah, yeah. Summer Sizzle. We need to do the red. I need to find something red to
I'm
wear.
focus on the red too.
Okay. Now we get to the way. Now, of course, y'all know I popped super hard when I found out that Indy was drafted to Raw.
Hmm.
And when she won the NXT Women's Championship, everything that Indy's been doing lately has just been really great. So it's good to see the way back together. We're just missing Austin Theory.
Well, the runaway child is, going out to be evil.
Yeah, but he's gonna come back.
Maybe he will, but I don't think he's the one they're talking about actually coming home soon.
No,
they're definitely talking about Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah. Absolutely. This is probably going to be one of the biggest factions.
Mm-hmm. The family's all back together again.
Yeah.
Minus the runaway.
I love this so much, but they weren't really into the petition. They didn't give a damn. But after that, we did see an interaction between Raquel and Liv confronting Chelsea and Sonya, and they said, hey, you could just ask for a rematch. Raquel looked amazing. We talked about that earlier together. Oh my God, like, she's so gorgeous. Like, oh, she looked amazing. But yes, so I'm sure that's gonna happen. Oh, that was announced to happen.
Yeah, that was happening like later on.
Yeah,
after this.
We'll talk about that. And then of course Nikki Cross takes on Zoe Starks. Zoe Starks gets the victory in her. I would say this is her first on TV.
Yeah, because she was on Main Event, of course.
I could have sworn Zoe was on Pandemic, though. I could have sworn Zoe and Charlotte had a match during Pandemic.
Let me check that out.
No. I could have sworn. I know her and
let me see.
Kaden or Katana. I don't know which one is which. They're like twins. I could have sworn Charlotte had a match with her.
No, that was on a live event though.
Okay.
They never had a match together.
Okay.
The only match they had together was on a live event.
Okay. Well, yeah. This is her first official match.
And they've trained together.
Yeah.
Her and Charlotte have an album, but as far as like being on the main roster wise, she's only did.
Pandemic was crazy.
Huh.
Pandemic was crazy because there were a few people that I went back and watched, and I was like, "What?" Yeah, this is a good look for Zoe picking up the victory here, and then of course we get a chance to hear from Rhea, the current champion, and her little boy toy. Honey.
Oh,
what's that?
No man, she got a match with TB.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
I didn't know that. I'm new here. All right, go ahead.
And then of course we see a little interaction with Dominic with Akira Tozawa. And what did Dominic call him tonight? Tozawa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they can't, of course Rhea was talking about getting her victory and stuff like that and all that jazz. And then Akira and Xavier came out of nowhere laughing loud as hell and stuff, and then he was like, "You don't disrespect mommy," and blah blah and all this shit there or whatever when she's talking. And then he got on Tozawa until Rhea propped her ass over there and scared that man off. And I guess Tozawa remembered what happened to him. So he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna exit because I know what it's like to be folded by Rhea Ripley. I'm not trying to have that encounter again." He was like, "Fuck it, I'm leaving."
Yes, yeah.
He's like, "Let me get the fuck out of here. I'm not encountering that at all whatsoever."
Yeah. And then of course, Xavier, child.
He got the fresh cornrow raising.
He's ready.
Yeah.
He is ready, honey. I was very surprised to see them together, but here we go. Just putting shit together. Now, before we get to our next section of the show, which is going to be very interesting, we do have a quick commercial break, so we'll see you in about a minute.
Hey peeps, TK Trinidad here, boss lady of Women's Wrestling Talk. And I want to say thank you so much for watching because you've got millions of options. Plus, you don't have to worry about sharing your password to check us out. But while you're here, hopefully you know we have so many more shows to watch, like Turnbuckle Glam, Raw post-show, WOW post-show, AEW Dynamite post-show, Women's Wrestling Army post-show, NXT post-show, Impact Wrestling post-show, AEW Rampage and SmackDown Live post-show, On the Scroll, ROH post-show, WWT Live, plus all of our interviews with the hottest women's wrestlers in the game. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our website at www.talkpod.com and follow us on all social media platforms at www.talkpod, and make sure to spread the word. That means send this to the group chat. Yes, even the person with the green bubble. Thanks again so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
My boy. Hayes.
That ending is especially and only given to you on the shows with the Salt Shakers, but we'll get into that a little later. The 7-time women's world champion Trish Stratus comes to the ring, and she has a quick and brief message to Becky Lynch. Now, she claims that Becky is missing, and Trish wants to play a little game or two. Mm-hmm. She decides that she wants to have Becky's entrance music playing. Mm-hmm. Right? Look at her with a little cute ass shirt on. Girl, you're a damn joke.
I wonder how many missing Becky shirts they've got on WWE Shop. Is that only like exclusive to Trish Stratus?
Exclusive to Trish is nasty. Because you
know, I'm trying to see how I can get a shirt like that.
Absolutely not.
You just put your face on it when you disappear. And like Nikki is missing. Somebody locate her. Hand out flyers and shit. That always give me like Alicia Fox. I'm sorry.
That's all I have. Alicia Fox that's all I have. That's who's going. And listen, speaking of, but woo. Anyway, listen, Alicia the girl is out.
She's gone.
The girl is out, honey.
She is. Miss Victoria people is out, babe.
People are about to wake up on how big Miss Foxy is, like outside of WWE. Like this girl was on Total Divas. Like, listen.
I need her to come to Impact.
Oh, most definitely. But I know she has to go to AEW.
Yeah, but I need her on Impact. I want all the girls to come to Impact.
I need her versus Mercedes. Versus Trent. But I also need them then to be in a faction. Like what? But anyway, we'll get into that. We'll get into that Thursday. Definitely. But yes, and Trish is like, oh, ha ha ha, y'all thought she was gonna come out. You thought the man was here. But lo and behold, Trish was running her damn mouth a little too conveniently. Well, isn't that funny? Look who it is. And she knew she fucked up. She did. And that's what you get, Trish. Because standing behind you was a former champion herself. Mm-hmm. The first ever SmackDown Women's Champion. Mm-hmm. The first ever woman to do something that, Trish, you've only had 6 matches. Girl, you ain't never main evented no WrestleMania. Becky's main evented WrestleMania and won.
That is true.
Girl, don't make me clear this room. I'm tired of you. Really, I'm really tired, Trish. You're going to have to wrap this up, but I'm pretty sure we're going to keep you until, yes, I say keep you, until Miss SummerSlam. Because that's where you love to get your ass beat.
I don't think they'll go to Night of Champions. I don't. I think they will. But SummerSlam is really far away.
It is, but it's not.
It is, but it is not. Because shit, eventually we'll be in fucking June before you know it.
Because then they can go to a cage match.
They don't have a pay-per-view in June.
I thought Money in the Bank was going to be in June.
That's July 1st. is Money in the Bank.
Oh.
So, what if Trish is in Money in the Bank?
Girl, all right. Listen, we're gonna have
Can you imagine Trish being Money in the Bank? and then Trish is in Money in the Bank, right? She cashes in on Rhea Ripley that same night, and she becomes your 8-time women's champion.
Is she stupid or is she dumb? Because I think she might be both.
Oh!
First of all, I mean, the question would be,
What about the divas?
Yeah.
What about the divas?
What about I'm talking about?
come on, what about the divas? Come on, Diva stands. Listen, this would be monumental for all the Diva stands out there across the world that will want to see Trish Stratus hold another title. And she talked about maybe, going, after the title picture, maybe once again.
I can't do it.
I wouldn't. You know what? I would laugh. Honestly,
I'm gonna blame you.
What are you gonna blame me for?
Because you spoke it.
I'm just saying,
Girl, talking about she gonna win the goddamn.
Can you imagine if that was like Trish and like Mercedes wrestling each other?
All right.
Like, say for instance, okay.
It was supposed to be though.
But listen though, Resurgence coming up, right? Trish is like, you know what? Let me just, make my rounds or whatever, right? So then, listen.
No.
Trish make her rounds, right? And then, Mercedes, she wins the New Japan Strong title, right? For the women. Out comes Trish Stratus, right? And she challenged her at, like, I don't know, somewhere, right? Another New Japan show, right?
Right.
And then Trish beats Mercedes for that title.
Do you hear those crickets? That's how I feel.
And then she goes on to defend that title better than Mercedes.
That is nuts.
All right, I'm done.
That's nuts because she's in the ring, though. That is nuts.
Hey, listen, Trish gonna hit Mercedes with a damn meteor and take her finisher and beat her with it.
I can't. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. I need to get that video. I am so tired. And then, of course, Dominic gets the win over Xavier Woods. You can see him, celebrating with his woman in the back. And then we see a quick piece between Jinder Mahal and, girl, I don't know the other two.
In the share, girl, one of them is Veer, and then I forgot what the other one name is. But I know this is in this year.
This is women's wrestling talk. We love the men in Impact. Okay.
I mean, but you like Jinder though.
I like Jinder. I said Jinder name. I don't know them other two.
One of them is Veer.
Yeah, Veer been walking so long. I don't know where the hell he been at.
He made it to NXT.
Oh, you said Impact.
I was gonna say Impact, but hey, listen, he might have stopped there. Who knows?
And then we see Miz and Shinsuke chopping it up. Trying to.
He was trying to recruit.
He really trying to recruit. Yeah, that's awesome.
But Shinsuke is like, you know what, bitch? Hell no. Like, we fighting next week. Get your ass in this goddamn ring, and we're gonna square up. How about that? Period.
As we should. And then, of course, we did get a interaction between, as we spoke about before, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, looking so amazing, but also Liv and Raquel looking just as amazing. I need to save this because we're going to use this on Turnbuckle Lamb because it's the easiest way. Because I don't think everybody's going to post.
Well, shit, Chelsea and Sonya already got their photos.
Oh, I already knew they had that.
They didn't already posted theirs anyway.
I already knew that. Honey, you got to tell me. But yes, love to see it. They will have their match next week. And then, of course, we hear from Cody Rhodes before his big match. Lord. Well, after his big match, sorry. After the demolish that happened with everything with Brock. And he's really set to beat the hell out of Brock again. I can't wait to see it. And then, of course, we get to our main event, honey.
You know Trump's back on Finn. Damn.
I don't even know what to say. I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed, but if I was booking this, I would have had Finn win. But this is obviously this is the agenda, and I'm not trying to go against the agenda.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
I mean, the agenda is for Seth to obviously win this title. Like, if Seth doesn't win, I don't know what it would be. I mean, like you're already having like the tournament of like, you know, Raw superstar, SmackDown superstar. But it does really depend on who is going to win from the SmackDown side. Is it gonna be Rey Mysterio? Is it gonna be fucking Edge himself? Is it gonna be AJ Styles himself? Is it gonna be Sheamus himself, Bobby himself, fucking Austin Theory himself? Like, who is it gonna be?
Yeah.
That could be the person in the finals to face, you know, Seth and not a champion. So you know, Seth won, but you know, this Friday we do find out who wins in the other two triple threat matches that will take place as well. So
yeah,
Rey Mysterio himself, that'd be interesting. I don't know, but I feel like with them going to Saudi with
AJ Styles,
I mean, maybe AJ Styles, but they could fuck it over and be like Edge.
Girl, art.
What?
You showing your ass tonight.
I'm just saying. It could be Edge, and then Nikki is like,
how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Like, how many times?
Like, I'm cool either way, you know.
Nah, I need it to be AJ, and then I don't even. Let me see. Let's go back.
AJ can lose.
I think Seth could lose because anything's possible. I don't want to say that he's gonna win it and then the motherfucker don't. Let's go back to the bracket right quick for.
Right, you know what, Jeffrey? Don't push it, okay? Because
I want it to. I want.
He would have been a great candidate for this.
He would be. As far as the men go, it would have to be AJ or Austin Theory for me. But Bobby Lashley is like right there with Theory because I do like Bobby Lashley. I mean, what's not to like about Bobby Lashley? Like one of the greatest reigns in the past couple of years. Like I know people give a lot of credit to Roman for length, but let me just let y'all be aware. Just because you have longevity does not mean you had a good reign. Just because a match is 30 minutes or more or whatever does not mean the match is good. It takes more for something to be good than just longevity. Okay? I know a lot of people don't want to agree with that, but there's more that goes into that than just, 800, 900. Bianca Belair is 400 days in, and her reign, it's still determined.
Yeah. We
can't say that it's a great reign just because it's 400. Roman, he's almost had 1,000 reigns. That's a little more. That's a little more time to digress, whether it's good or not. But even with that, there's still so much more. I feel like that they're gonna do with this reign. So it doesn't. You can't say, he was a great champion because he held it for this long. No, it's what did he do? What matches did he create? What's memorable about it? That's why you really love Impact Wrestling, because Speedball had 14 title defenses
before he lost.
Like,
and he want to get some top hitters though. Like, to be honest,
like Rocky Romero.
But Gunther's reign has been good though. Yeah, that's the thing.
Gunther has, absolutely. Gunther showed his ass. Him and Sheamus cooked.
Like, Gunther was not carried through his matches.
No. He's legitimately.
He really has some amazing opponents.
That reign is.
Not to say Roman hasn't had amazing opponents either.
Yeah.
Like, can you remember them?
And that's that. But yes, that has been the Monday Night Raw post show for this evening. We have a really cool interview coming up tomorrow that we did earlier today. We got to speak with someone who has been a great friend of the show. And we've also recently our CEO got to speak to Trinity. So that interview is out right now. So make sure you check that out. Of course, you can Google Santana. And then with me, you can catch me on Twitter. Okay. Any last final thoughts before we get out of here?
Not really. Shout out to Bad Bunny. Tempeala, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the, the Hispanics and Latinos.
I'm gonna play it.
Mi gente Latino.
Oh, San Juan, Puerto Rico. ¿De qué quieren hablar?
I knew. What you
Let
mean?
me tell you something. Like Cody stole my heart when he asked that question in Spanish. I was hoping that he was, because you're in San Juan, Puerto Rico. You might as well speak the goddamn language over there at least. I know they speak English too, but you might as well speak the language there as well.
Yeah. And with that being said, too, check out our post show that we did for Backlash with Said and Booney. It was a really great. It was long. We did it for like an hour and 45 minutes, y'all. So make sure you check that out as well. But of course,
well, we can do no post show for a press conference now, Joseph. That press conference was just an hour. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but here's the thing, though. They did talk about it on the news, actually. So they did talk about the press conference on the news. I know you would have liked to have a press conference like immediately following that, but I don't think I was in the right state of mind to sit there and discuss the situation between Bad Bunny.
Absolutely. If y'all want to see how she reacted, go watch the post show. With that being said, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. We've been doing some amazing content. And also check out the website at www.talkpod.com. Now, with that being said, thank you for supporting. And you have been tuned in to the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet, home of the #1 Impact Wrestling post show on the planet as well. I'm going to start saying period. We'll see you Thursday. Ciao.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.